In this video, we're gonna be talking about a very important move for Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has just broken a trend line that has lasted for a couple of months. It actually has lasted for almost half a year, and we can finally see that we're starting to get some confirmation of the tides turning around. That and more will be discussed in this 5-minute video, and I'm always trying to keep it short and concise, so make sure you press that like button and let me know down below if you think that Bitcoin is reversing now. As we described yesterday, there are two main scenarios, and to quickly pluck our targets into the space again, this breakout is extremely bullish to witness. I am extremely excited to see it, but, and this is a very critical part about it, over on shorter time frames, it becomes quite easily apparent that we are still continuing on with a downtrend here again over on the 4-hourly. And until we break through this very important resistance here at $20.4 thousand, this breakthrough doesn't mean as much. The reason I'm saying that is because we've had a breakthrough on multiple different occasions. You can see that multiple different times the Bitcoin price actually went above the trend line. As you can see, it even happened here once at around October the 6th, where it actually also came back into our major supply zone here for Bitcoin. And you can see that because Bitcoin did not break this critical resistance, it actually was just a fake out. All right, it went right below the trend line again after a couple of hours, and that's why right now we're being so hesitant. But like I said, to quickly put our targets on the map, if we eventually get a bullish breakout that's going to be confirmed on this lower time frame and potentially even on the daily time frame, that would be an extra bullish indicator above our $20.4 thousand. We're looking for 21,172, our first major Fibonacci level. And again, I always like to place my take profits slightly below. Since there's a very good chance that this is going to be a real rally, I'd personally suggest to take a first profit right there, place a stop loss at entry, and then try to take this trade potentially all the way towards $25,000. For the downside, again, this will actually come into play the moment we break through $18.4 thousand. There's actually only two main sources, or I would say targets, to watch out for, and that is our local bottom, which is roughly at $17.6 thousand, and then actually a Fibonacci level all the way down at 14,000. We can potentially place a couple of our short-term take profits in there, but generally speaking, if we break towards the downside with some confirmation, there's a very good chance that $14,000 for Bitcoin is still going to come. There is, however, another pattern that is playing out over on the daily time frame. We can actually spot a falling wedge where our profit potential, if we break out towards the upside, could be along the lines of, again, $25,000, which is our main area of resistance that we're watching out for, a major psychological barrier. And I'd suggest that if you're going to let your longs continue, that you take profit a good bit below this major psychological barrier. Now, before I move on, I should quickly say this. If you're still looking for a platform to trade on, check out BitGet with the link down below. You can get a couple $100 worth of bonuses that way. In a video soon, I'll show you guys exactly how to claim every single bonus, but you have to understand, these bonuses literally make millionaires, and as of this point, you can use BitGet in every country around the world. Even if it says you cannot use it, click the message away, and apparently you can even leverage trade XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever in the US with, I think, up to 100x leverage. Again, myself, I'm using it with a couple $100,000 actually because it's pretty new to me, but many friends of mine have already traded tens of millions of dollars on here, and I think every major crypto YouTuber right now is using this platform. They're the next big thing, I tells you, so check it out with the link down below. And again, for all of you wondering, most bonuses can be found here in the rewards center. You can see you can get up to $4,200 worth of bonuses, which is just huge, but there's a couple easy ones to get as well. Just check it out before you do anything. In regards to Ethereum, it's actually quite interesting. We've had a lot of volatility over the last couple of weeks, and right now we're in a consolidation phase. Again, the price has been going sideways for an entire month, and it looks right now as if we might be in a descending channel with, again, a very nice breakout potential the moment that we break above about $1,400 per Ethereum, which coincides with the top of 2018, all the way back then. The moment we break through, there's a good chance we're going to be seeing some very, very juicy pumps yet again, but I'd suggest potentially closing your trade a little bit sooner at around $1,750, as there's actually a lot of price action happening there every single time as well. And again, guys, let me remind you of this fact also. If historically you bought Bitcoin every single time it got below the 200 weekly moving average, specifically combined with a low RSI or even oversold RSI, in this case here being around 30, you'd be in a crazy amount of profit a couple months later. Right now, even though the RSI has not bottomed out, we are back at price price levels of that bottomed out RSI, we are still below the 200 weekly moving average, and we've still not taken out that profit basically. Even though you could have had about 50% profit in the couple of months following this specific RSI drop, which again proves the theory of just buying every single time the RSI goes into oversold territory. I honestly still believe that over the next couple of months, it's going to basically look like every single time it got below the 200 weekly moving average and at a RSI this low, just a crazy recovery with at least a neutral RSI, but most likely again into overbought RSI again, which potentially would mean that the Bitcoin price has a lot of room to grow. So yeah, I'm generally speaking quite bullish on Bitcoin. On the short term though, we're looking for the best entry and we still have to wait it out a little bit. But we have a very interesting pattern that I just described to you guys, the falling wedge, which we could potentially trade right now even if we get our breakout with some confirmation. But this could be coming up soon, so pay very close attention and make sure you check out BitGet. See you guys again in another one.